Okay, I'm Greg Renfro. I'm a extension meat specialist, associate extension professor of meat science here at the University of Kentucky. We do a lot of cured meats here on campus. We do that not only for teaching but for the dining halls as well, and that all happens down in the meat lab. From a teaching standpoint, most of the kids that take my class, they learn that in their classwork. So a lot of the products that the students are producing in my class will ultimately end up in the dining halls as well. So it's kind of a full circle education because they follow those animals from live through the slaughter process, through the fabrication process, through processed meats, and then what's kind of unique at the end of the semester, I turned them over to the chefs, and we've kept some of the meat back from the animals that they process, and they make and plate their own kind of 5-star meal. Our summer sausage, you can either make it with all beef, all pork, or a mixture of both. We do all those. Mainly what we sell is a mixture of beef and pork. It's fermented, meaning that we're going to add a lactic acid producing bacteria to the sausage. And so through the process, we add a culture or a bacteria, and they munch on the sugars that we add in there, and one of the byproducts is lactic acid. Once they're fermented, then they're smoked and cooked. And part of the flavor profile of a summer sausage is that nice tangy taste to it. That's the acid, the lactic acid that was produced. And so they will go through an incubation period of several hours to a few days for the fermentation to happen, and then we smoke and cook them. We cure a lot of country hams. We do a few city hams, but we do a lot of country hams, and part of that is that's one of my research areas, as well as it helps us stay ahead of things so we can help our 4-Hers that are doing the project as well. This year, we've got over 65 counties and over 780 kids involved in the project. And so from a short period of time of roughly around 10 to 15 years, that project has grown exponentially. And it encompasses everybody. I mean, it's one of those projects I tell folks that you don't need acres of land. You don't need livestock. All you just need is, the desire to do it and learn about it, basically. And so we start in the cold winter months, and basically we let Mother Nature be our refrigerator. And those ham houses are at the county offices, and there's probably about 20, 25 of those throughout the state. The other side of the state, the smaller group, will work with their local country ham curer, their professional country ham curer, and help put them in cure there. So a lot of it comes out of necessity, and a lot of times out of necessity becomes a traditional product. When you get a traditional product, then boom, you've got something that identifies a culture, and that's why I tell a lot of our 4-H kids is the country ham is part of our food heritage, part of our food culture, something that our forefathers did to feed the family and preserve meat for long periods of time that didn't need refrigeration. Now it's become an identity for us.